level. I'm a rival line up cause I'm a top rebel. Look in my eyes, this is my time. Step up, rise up, strike first, bring it on.
Nothing gives me more joy than causing pain to someone who has literally been a thorn in my side for so long, even though he has no right to be. Now, the last episode I talked about Kieran Hayes, and you all voted, and you chose, of all people, Daniel Banner. Oh boy, I hope you're ready for a long rant with this one. Just like with Kieran, I'm going to start at the very beginning of this entire feud because I don't think people quite understand how this actually started. Because surprisingly, if you think about it, he's the one in the wrong. Now, this goes back to that time in Doncaster that I talked about when I was talking about Kieran Hayes, how we had that tag team match. Daniel Banner released a promo a few days before this event saying that if I got in the way of him in this match, that he would come after me, and tried to imply that I wasn't as good as he was. That's a very, very bad thing to do with me, to question my skills and my talents, because as you can quite clearly see, I haven't got this far by having none of that. It didn't help that I had already spoken to Kieran and Josh beforehand, stating my intentions, and that this was the best way to be able to get back at not only Daniel Banner, but the rest of the roster. To betray him in the middle of that ring. I remember what it was like to triple powerbomb him straight onto that mud. And the pain in his eyes. And if I remember correctly, in that little team that Lawrence got together on the same day, I pinned him yet again. I defeated him yet again. Now, clearly, I'm not the one who's lacking skill here. Maybe he's the one who's lacking skill. Time goes on, and we get to the event where I defeated Kieran Hayes for the Sheffield Championship. And then I was challenged by Psychosis straight afterwards, and I defeated him as well. And then, of all people, Daniel Banner comes along and he attacks me from behind. Now, this is what I don't get about Daniel Banner. He portrays himself as a hero. He portrays himself as someone who is for good, for justice, peace, that malarkey. As someone to look up to. What he's doing is just a toned-down version of what I successfully do. Attacking people from behind, but not actually causing enough damage to them. That sounds like Daniel Banner in a nutshell. Me? People know that when I attack someone, I go in and I cause as much damage as I possibly can. I don't just hit somebody with a chair, super kick the face, and then walk off and think that's enough. Because that's what I put myself through on a daily basis. But that doesn't seem to have quite sunk in yet with Daniel Banner as to just how much punishment I can take and how much I can give out. Now, this has been going on for just over a year now. And I genuinely thought at one point that he would just stop. That he realised that I was always going to be better than him. But he always kept coming after me. Whether it was Mosborough, whether it was Lock Park, whether it was Apocalypse, Redemption, doesn't matter. He still comes after me. He still wants more. He perplexes me as well. I keep putting him back down. I keep beating him. I keep putting him back in his place, and he still keeps coming after me. He still keeps thinking he can beat me. He still keeps thinking that he can take away my belts. Even though not only have I beaten him, not only have I humiliated him, but I also took away his own belt as well, in the middle of the ring. And I pinned him for it. At Redemption. And now, when all this is blown over, at the next event, he's gonna be in another match with me. What the fuck has he done to earn that? He's not done anything. This isn't a rematch for the Cruiserweight Championship. This is just him coming after my Sheffield title again, even though he's already burnt out his chance for it. So why is he still getting another match against me? I can understand Crimson. He's got a number one contenders match. But why are you in this match again, Daniel Banner? I've already defeated you. Why are you coming back? To anybody else, this would seem like madness. This would seem like you... I know what it seems like. It's like you're a junkie. For me. You're a junkie to get inside the ring with me. Because I'm the one person who gives you some sort of satisfaction when you get inside the ring. Whether it's causing pain on me, whether it's claiming to get inside my head, which there's not a single person who's been able to do that yet. Or just trying to be a nuisance, which is the only good thing that you can do on your end. You are always coming after me. It's like I'm that needle, and you keep putting it into your arm, and you keep injecting it, but you just need more. You just need more, and you keep coming after me because you need more, because you need your next hit. And I'm the only person who can give that to you. Because nobody else would give you the time and day. Think about it. The only other people that you've been in with are people like Rob Van Helsing, people like Drac Nightwing, people like Jekyll. You think of them and you don't think of top card material. But me, I'm a title holder. I am a trendsetter. I am one of the best that there is. No, not one of the best. I am the best. Just nobody else wants to look at it that way. But you, in a way, I imagine you do see it like that. Because let's look at the kind of person that you are, Casey. Yeah, you call yourself Daniel Banner in the ring. No, I'm addressing you, Casey. You don't focus on wrestling. You don't focus on training yourself up to become better. No. What you focus on is trying to look as impressive as possible with your ridiculous outfits. Trying to look like Kung Lao or Optimus Prime or whatever the hell you want to look like. You come in with your anime themes like as if you're some weeaboo coming in from Japan and thinks that they know all of the ways that they do. You're an insult to all of that culture that comes over there with the way that you portray yourself. You're an insult to the wrestling culture that's been cultivated within SWF. You go for things that look impressive, that look flashy, whilst I'm down in the dirt and I'm learning the tricks of the trade and I'm busting my arse to become better and better every day. Because I know I can always be better, even if I am the best. Because if I stay here, somebody else is going to catch up but they can't catch up if I keep going at the same pace that I am. You've caught up in your own hype because of the matches that you've been in with me. People are looking at you not because of you, they're looking at you because of me. You wouldn't have got as far as you have if it wasn't for the matches and the rivalry that you've had with me. Every success that you've ever had should be down to me. Because I'm the one who gave it to you. Because I'm the one who unfortunately put you on the map. Put you on the map as someone who can actually hang with the best that there is. But the truth is, you don't deserve to be there. You never deserved that cruiserweight title in the first place when you could barely defend it against people like Jekyll and Rob Van Helsing. And it was the best thing to know that I'm the person who took it away from you and am now going to give it more prestige than you ever have. And then you suck up to people like Sidesplitter, thinking that it's going to help you, thinking it's going to give you even more prestige, even more renown throughout SWF, when all it does is it makes you look like the biggest ass kiss that there ever was in SWF. You're almost as good an ass kisser as Crimson. You're almost as good an ass kisser as Crisis. You're almost as good an ass kisser as James Westney, now that he's decided to go along with this whole good guy thing ever since he lost his belt to the shrimp that is Sidesplitter. You're almost as good as kiss ass as Luke Tyler. You're almost as good as kiss ass as everyone who sucks up to Sidesplitter. And I say almost, because you have one of the worst careers I have ever seen. There are very few matches that I've seen you win. And you always have an excuse. Always have an excuse for it. Whether it's because you were ill, or it's because you were injured, and you can't own up to it like a man would. I own up to my losses, and I don't have many of them. You know what this is like? This is like Nikola Tesla and Thomas Edison. You are Thomas Edison. You're the face of it all. You're the one who supposedly became better. You're the one who brought about all this great stuff. Who is now a trendsetter of your own because of your little fancy costumes and your anime openings for your theme. Whereas I'm Tesla. And I'm the one who's putting in all of the work. And I'm the one that people should be thanking for all those fucking brilliant matches that I put out there. For all the hard work that I do. But just because I make a few decisions that benefit me over everyone else, I'm a villain. Even though I know I am. You're a con. You're one of the biggest cons in SWF. And we shouldn't have anything to do with you anymore. Simple as. And the sooner that you're gone, the better. And I can focus on actually getting to where I should be. And I'm still waiting for you, Lawrence. I'm still waiting for you to give me that opportunity. So that's the two things I'm going to ask of you, Lawrence. Get rid of Casey and put me in that world title picture. And you better do it soon. Now, this has been my second Remus Talks episode about Daniel Banner. As you can see, this is quite a fiery subject for me. Because he's a parasite, and he's feeding off of my work. And I'm not going to stand for it much longer. And sooner or later, I'm going to put him away for good. That's unless you solve this side splitter. Now, again, I'm going to leave a list of more people for you to talk about, or for me to talk about even. And this time, maybe be a bit more careful with who you choose for me to talk about, because I think I may have verbally destroyed another man's career yet again. Leave a like, share, and subscribe so everyone can see the utter humiliation that I've put Daniel Banner through again. See you next time.